Hi, my name is Linry, and this is my review of HoloTaco as a brand. The answer to the thumbnail's title is no. I fucking can't. Okay, I would say the HoloTaco fan base is very visceral and they overhype these polishes to an extreme amount. I love my HoloTacos, but I'd say probably with Mooncat, Bee's Knees Lacquer, and HoloTaco that these fans of these brands think that these nail polish companies are the only ones making nail polish, the only ones doing something interesting, and the only ones doing it right. No other brand has ever made nail polish before, and no brand will ever make nail polish of this kind. And don't you dare criticize these brands, for they are beyond reproach. Well, I'm gonna criticize them. Come at me. I am a longtime purchaser of HoloTaco. I made my first purchase in 2019 and I literally put in another order for HoloTaco yesterday. HoloTaco makes up a majority of my collection, so some of my views could be slightly biased and skewed, and I'm gonna try and tamper those down a little bit. I currently have 286 polishes and I own 90 HoloTacos. Those numbers are insane! But because I own 90 HoloTacos, I'm not gonna do what I did for my Mooncat review where I swatched each individual shade I owned, just because swatching 90 nail polishes for one video seems a little asinine. I have experience with every single HoloTaco formula, so I'll be talking about my favorite from a certain formula, or my least favorite, or even if I recommend to purchase that particular formula from HoloTaco. HoloTaco is vegan, cruelty-free, tin-free, and made in the USA. HoloTaco's price range varies from $12 USD to $15 USD. So I'm going to be expressing my judgments and all that on a luxury basis. These are expensive nail polishes, and the entire experience should be, from the moment you open the cap and place the lacquer on your nail, it should be a pleasurable experience. HoloTaco has soft, matte-touched caps and a nice heavy bottle. I find this bottle to be really worth the price, and I never struggle to open my HoloTacos. They open so easily, especially when you have wet nails. HoloTaco is also a influencer-backed brand. I think at this point in HoloTaco's lifespan, it has definitely moved beyond just being a creator's brand. I think HoloTaco has enough that it can stand on its own two legs by itself now. So I'm gonna walk through the entire experience of purchasing from HoloTaco from the moment you order to the moment that it arrives at your doorstep. So let's start with the website. I don't think that the HoloTaco website is anything special or anything less than other nail polish brands. I think it does what it does successfully. I'm able to find every single product I'm looking for, and new and upfront products are right there on the front page. HoloTaco also has something I thoroughly enjoy, which is a nail polish graveyard. So it lets you know that, hey, we made these colors and they no longer exist within our line. I think HoloTaco takes it and elevates it to the next step, as it gives a timeline why a polish was discontinued, or if a polish was even resurrected. Amazing. So good. Now, let's talk into some of the negatives I have about the HoloTaco website. The HoloTaco website occasionally on large launch days will lock itself down, meaning you can't access it whatsoever. You're just greeted by a blank page that's like, "We'll be back soon." I don't know what that accent was. Now, this upsets me greatly and gives me something that I can only refer to as World of Warcraft anxiety. Now, if you've never played World of Warcraft, you might not know what I'm talking about, but basically on expansion launches, when they add more content into the game, they turn off the servers and then turn them back on, forcing everyone to get into a queue, and you have to wait to log on, and it's kind of a rush, and everyone's all hyped and excited, but sometimes it's buggy, sometimes leaving the queue gets you further in the queue, sometimes staying in the queue gets you whatever. Sometimes closing the entire launcher gets you through the queue. So it's this mix match of just pure anxiety. Do I close the launcher? Do I close the game? Do I get in the queue? Do I stay in the queue? What do I do? And you want to be on first. Because if you're not on first, then you're with the rest of the group, the rest of the community, just hundreds of players, all trying to tag the same exact quest mobs, the same exact items, trying to get to the same exact quest NPCs, and it just becomes a clusterfuck of people. But if you get ahead of that pack, you get ahead of them, then you don't have to deal with any of that. You've got a brand new zone, all to yourself, all to your lonesome. 10 out of 10. But dealing with the mess of the pack is insane. So just sitting there waiting for the HoloTaco website to go live, where I'm just like, I don't know if I need to refresh the page, go, 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 or just stay there and wait for it to turn on. It's like, can we stop locking down the website? As a consumer, it's just a very negative experience. It's only happened twice so far, but I really hope they stop. It's just, I hate it. It's not a positive experience whatsoever. I can't prepare my cart. I can't prepare my wish list the day before. It's an overall negative experience. And I really hope HoloTaco takes that criticism to heart and just says, okay, we'll stop closing the website. One thing I have never experienced from another website in general is that HoloTaco is a bandwidth hog. The moment you connect to the website, like I'm a multitasker. I'm sitting there watching 2 live streams, a YouTube video, and reading Reddit all at the same time. But the moment I load up the HoloTaco website, they'll all start slowing down, lagging, jittering, and I'm just like, what's going on here, HoloTaco? What is so important that you are just like, oh yes, your bandwidth, give it to me. I don't understand it. I've never experienced it from any other website before, especially one I'm purchasing nail polish on. Even Mooncats with its stupid sparkly thing isn't just like, your bandwidth, thank you. That's just a minor gripe. It doesn't affect much, but it's just something I've noticed consistently on the HoloTaco website, that every time, the first time I click on it, it's just like, I don't know how to handle this. And now I'm coming to probably my largest criticism of the HoloTaco website, and that is the lack of swatchers. Now, if you've been a part of the HoloTaco community for a while, you know that Christine, Simply Nailogical, who created this brand, she was the only swatcher for a long time. And that's super cool and great for someone who looks like me. You know, another fellow pasty white lady. But if you are any other complexion besides transparent, not very helpful, especially if you have different nail lengths from her. It was a criticism that HoloTaco took and they improved upon after their first 3 launches. After their first 3 launches, we started seeing people of color, we started seeing shorter nails, and it just became an overall more positive consumeristic experience. We've had 4 years-ish of HoloTaco, and still those first 3 launches are still only Christine's hands. So I actually kind of have like a little bit of a list that I might have to look back at, so if I'm not making eye contact with the camera, that's why. This way, people know which swatches need to be addressed right now. So Aurora, Cosmic, and Solar Unicorn Skin, Linear, Flaky, and Scattered HoloTaco, Not Milky White, Indigo Away, Midnight Spark, Play Rosé, Party Punch, Rainbow Snow, and Frostlight. These are all shades that have Christine only as a swatcher. I think that comes off a little bit like, I don't care. And that's a personal opinion, but it does come off a bit lazy and just whatever, like, it's not that big of a deal. But I don't think it's that difficult to add a few more JPEGs to your website listing. I think HoloTaco already has an abundance of swatchers. Just send these polishes out to your swatchers and say, hey, we need photos for older products. I understand physically it doesn't make sense because those polishes have already sold as much as they're gonna sell. They probably never sold more than their release date. I think it would just show that you care about your communities and stuff like that. And also, I would like to see older hands on the website as well. You see this with Mooncat and Pleasing. They have older hands. I think that's really nice. It's hard to kind of articulate my feeling But in the beauty space, it feels like the most egregious crime a woman can commit is getting older. And it does really come off that across in the beauty sphere, where we're just all trying to get rid of our wrinkles and smooth them away and stuff. And it's just like so few of us get the privilege of getting old. I just think it should be celebrated, and that's just a personal thing. I would just like to see older swatch models. So please, like, expand your swatchers on the first 3 releases you've ever had, and maybe some older hands. That'd be nice. HoloTaco comes in small little boxes. They're a decent size. It just opens up and bam, it says, "Hello, it's me." It's pretty cute. The polishes come in little boxes. It's just easier to ship nail polish in boxes. You're able to pack things a lot tighter if they're boxes. I will criticize HoloTaco on its use of foam. I enjoy the cardboard boxes, as this is recyclable. What I do, these boxes are kind of the perfect size for like pencils or inserts in desks. So I just cut off this top and then I inset it into my desk. That way my things don't shift around. So I get multiple uses out of these boxes. This foam, I don't think it's recyclable. I understand it protects the polishes, and there's probably a lot more waste that is made if they have a broken bottle and they have to reship something. I have heard people in the nail polish community will reuse this as gradient sponges. I actually got that tip from Nicole Loves Nails. I love her. I haven't tried it yet, but I probably will for this video, and I'll just put down here like, it worked out okay. I imagine they work out fine. They feel fine, but I just wish HoloTaco had better packaging. I really prefer Mooncat's cardboard. HoloTaco also does collection boxes, and when you order those, it ships out like this, a box within a box. So your box will be surrounded by plastic. Okay, cool, not recyclable, sick, and also in a fun plastic bag. I understand the purpose of the plastic bag. It's to keep the warehouse dust off the boxes, because warehouses get so dusty, and it's to help keep the products clean. I know HoloTaco has struggled in the past with shipping their boxes, making sure they don't arrive dented and stuff like that, but I just feel like there's a better way than plastic. I believe I actually received the Chrome collection in a foam inset, so they have tried different methods throughout the years, but I would vastly prefer cardboard. Now, my computer right here, I built that in 2020, and all my I ordered all my computer parts, they came to me, and each and every single one of them was inset in cardboard. Now, I understand this is apples to oranges. So bad apples to oranges. But my computer parts were far more expensive than nail polish, and I understand computer parts, they don't want to put plastic or styrofoam with them because it can create static, but I just feel like it'd be worthwhile for HoloTaco to just keep experimenting and try to, like, you know, I just don't like the plastic. I understand why. They ship internationally. It's so much harder to ship things internationally, but I would just like to see better. Also, if you were ever curious onto why my RAM is glowing, it's because aesthetically, I wanted a full black case. I didn't want any RBG at all. And I was like, you know what? I'll just go with 16s. I don't need that much. And then my father found out, and he was like, well, no daughter of mine will have 16s. Here, you can have my 64s. That way I can upgrade to 128s. So those RAM sticks are my father's, and I could download the drivers to turn off the RBG, but every time I look at my RAM, I think of my dad now, so whatever. I think it's funny. It ruins the aesthetic though. Thanks, Dad. Now, like my Mooncat review, I'm gonna walk you through the first couple of purchases I made on HoloTaco's website. Now, some of the information has been lost to time. HoloTaco used to not send out emails when your package arrived, so I don't know exactly when these packages got to me, but I know on average for me and my Floridian ass that HoloTaco can take anywhere from an average of 4 days to a week. My retro collection took 2 days. That was out of the ordinary. I placed my first order for HoloTaco November 29th, 2019. I spent a grand total of $44, and for some reason, I paid fucking shipping. I was aghast when I noticed that I paid shipping. I went back through my emails, checked to see what my first orders were. They weren't what I remembered them. I'm like, what are these first orders? What were you buying? Why? And why were you paying for shipping? I paid $10 in shipping. Insane, insane. But I know HoloTaco at this point was offering a Black Friday deal, and that's when I finally decided to make the purchase, just because I wanted to finally experience luxury nail polish. Now, I do not know exactly when this order arrived to me, but the HoloTaco website says the order was fulfilled, so meaning it shipped out of their warehouses December 5th, so a week. So it took them a week to get my order to ship it out. So then it probably took another week. I was probably dying of anxiety and just like, I want my package. My first order consisted of Rainbow Snow, Party Punch, Super Glossy Taco, and I got Royalty Blue for free. They were running a deal, a special, 1 free Royalty Blue with an order. I also got makeup sponges for free. I don't know where those went. I put them in my desk and they are gone because they're supposed to be high quality. I don't know where they went. I have other makeup sponges in my desk, but they are not the ones that I got from HoloTaco, so just, they're gone. They've disappeared. They're somewhere in this Alex drawer. Now, before I purchased HoloTaco, I had a few bottles of just kind of drugstore brand LA Colors and China Glaze, and I saw, like, I knew how much product I was getting when I purchased HoloTaco. 12 milliliters. My China Glazes have 14, so I knew about how much product I was getting. And when I ordered it and opened the box, I was like, huh, these bottles are really small. Now, Christine, Simply Nailogical, she has tiny lady hands. And when she demos her products, they just look so much bigger because of her tiny, tiny lady hands. And I was tricked by them. I've been tricked by her hands multiple times. I will continue to forever be tricked by her tiny hands. Every time I get a HoloTaco order, I'm like, I expected the bottles to be bigger. Even though I own 90 of them now, I'm still thrown off every time. So if you order from HoloTaco and you were shocked by the size of the bottle, you are not alone. Me too. Now, it's not a problem. I knew how much product I was getting and whatnot. It's just another little complaint is Christine's little hands. Now, let me tell you about the most impressed I have ever been as a consumer. When I purchased Rainbow Snow, I fully expected those photos on the website, they're altered, they're retouched, you know, they're trying to sell the product, they're making it look as good as possible. When I painted Rainbow Snow on my nails, I gasped. Oh my god. My nails looked like Christine's. Even in low lighting, it was just hitting beautifully. And I have just never experienced something like that before, that it just looked like my nails. The product on my nails matched what was on hers, and I was just floored and excited by that, and HoloTaco had a fan from that moment on. My next order from HoloTaco consisted of One Coat Black, Purple Slushy, and Solar Unicorn Skin. That order was placed November 27th, 2020. A full year after I made my first purchase. Now, that wasn't from disappointment or anything like that. It was literally just the cost. The cost of this nail polish was staggering to me. Little naive brain of thinking that is too much for nail polish, and I have since then spent a lot more on nail polish. So if HoloTaco has a barrier of entry to you and that is money cost, don't feel bad or anything like that. It took me forever to just embrace that this is the cost of good quality nail polish. I also paid shipping for that one again. I don't know why. Now this is the wildest thing to me. My next order from HoloTaco was January 10th, 2022. So again, almost a full year gap. I was having a hard time with these prices, yo. I got over that pretty quick though. And again, I paid shipping. But HoloTaco started finally sending emails when something was delivered. It was delivered January 16th, 2022. 6-day turnaround. Not bad. And then we just started quickly descending into chaos of just ordering a lot. Now, I have an experience with all of HoloTaco's formulas, so I think I'll start by talking about their base and top coats. Now, I have the quick dry one and the long lasting one. I don't have any issues with these base coats. They perform as I would expect from a base coat and I enjoy them. Though, they're not the base coats I reach for. I'm a Bonder girly. My default base coat is Orly Bonder. The HoloTacos perform nicely and beautifully. I just prefer Orly's Bonder, and it's mostly just due down to the brush and the price. Orly Bonder is far cheaper, it comes in a refill bottle, and it's a nicer experience. The brush is just nicer. When I'm painting a base coat, I don't want that stupid skinny little brush and just having to do several like swipes for a base coat. I just want and done. I also have experiences with HoloTaco's Super Glossy Taco and Glossy Taco. Super Glossy Taco was my king. Top tier top coat. I only bought it once though. I never bought it again. Again, because of the price. It is just too expensive for something I need so often. I find that I've already, in a year of just being a part of the nail polish community, I have gone through a refill bottle of Sèche Vite, which Sèche Vite is my default base coat just because of price, availability, and again, a refill bottle. Glossy Taco, it's alright. I kind of prefer Sèche Vite to it though. Glossy Taco doesn't have an issue with shrinkage as Sèche Vite does, but you know, I've been using Sèche Vite for a year, so I've kind of figured out how to avoid getting shrinkage with it. I cannot recommend HoloTaco's base coats or top coats just because they're so expensive and there's just a lot out there for cheaper. And that's the issue when you run into luxury brands is for their bases, they're gonna charge quite a bit. It is what it is because they're charging for the cap and the bottle. It just becomes not worth it, especially when it's something you need often. I've already gone through a bottle of Bonder and a refill bottle of Sèche Vite. It's just what it is. Now, HoloTaco as a brand seems to kind of pride itself on being beginner friendly. HoloTaco tries to be as beginner friendly as possible. Too beginner friendly. This is where we come into the first issue. I enjoyed the HoloTaco magnetics. I bought the entire collection. I loved all the colors. I loved them so much. But the magnetics weren't nearly as clear and crisp as most people in the nail polish community are accustomed to because there was so much focus on making sure these look good on their own without the magnet that they just kind of looked meh with the magnet. And some of their pigments just weren't strong enough. So Queen's Curse has such an issue that a lot of people thought they had batch issues, where it just doesn't pull. It's a tricky polish to work with, and it's just such a tricky polish to work with. That magnetic pull is not very strong, and at the end of the day, if you can't get it to magnetize well, then it's just another purple polish, and purple polishes are a dime a dozen in this nail polish world. Because HoloTaco tries to be so beginner friendly, this decision just comes off really bizarre to me. Now, if you're a beginner in the nail polish world, you're maybe painting your nails like once a month, and then you have naked nails the rest of the time after it falls off. So tell me why HoloTaco has some of the most egregious stainers in my collection. Of all my stainers, HoloTaco comprises of the top 10. Now, not every single HoloTaco polish stains, but boy howdy when it stains, girl! I'm not shy when it comes to stainage. My nails are yellow as hell. But even when I take off my nail polish after wearing HoloTaco, I'm like, damn, oh, get a little shocked just how much my nails have just been like, give me that pigment. It is so bad. Again, not every HoloTaco stains, but if it's a stainer, it stains. Love Spell, the red magnetic polish that HoloTaco has, it stained my nails pink. I've never had that happen. The magnetic collection in its entirety is made up of really bad stainers. So if you don't like stained nails, avoid the magnetic collection. It just stains really bad. This also leads to another bizarre decision. HoloTaco's glitter polishes. These are stunning and beautiful. They are some of the prettiest polishes in my collection, but they thicken up so quick. You need nail polish thinner if you buy these. You're gonna need it. And don't put acetone in your polish. Don't put acetone in your polish! Good God, not acetone, nail polish thinner. They are two different things. And you want a specific type of nail polish thinner without a certain chemical. I'll put that chemical right here. KB Shimmer has a nail polish thinner without that because that specific chemical eats glitter. Now, from the light mode collection, this was marketed as a multi-chrome collection. The multi-chrome is there some of the time for some of the polishes. They should have just marketed this as a shimmer collection. I don't think these are multi-chrome. I can see shift in them and I can see multi-chromeness in it. That multi-chrome shift isn't always there. It's more of a shimmer shift. I think these are some of the most beautiful polishes. For HoloTaco's Cremes, I do not like paying $12 per creme. That is an insane price to me, especially with drugstores. I've never regretted spending money on a HoloTaco creme. I just don't like spending that much on a creme. I can get that color from a drugstore. It's fine. But HoloTaco does have a more luxurious feeling, and their cremes tend to last a little longer, so that's how you weigh that. I don't wear my nail polishes long enough to notice longevity. Now, this is probably the largest criticism I have of HoloTaco as a brand. Personally, I don't think Featured Guest should have ever been brought back. Featured Guest is a beautiful dove gray linear holo. There's no such thing as white holo, so they have to go as gray as possible. Kind of find that in between. And because of that lightness of the color, you don't get the opacity. Now, HoloTaco's linear formula is a holy grail for me. All of my linear holos are one, if not the teeniest bit of 2 coaters. It's like a 1.5 coater. These are so opaque and beautiful, and Featured Guest just lets the formula down. Now, on me, it's a true 3 coater. And I will swatch this on my left hand just to get that full effect going, that even on these long nails, that it is a true 3 coater. But I heard a lot of griping about Featured Guest, and a lot of people found it to be a 4 coater. That is so egregious. That is so bad. I think HoloTaco should have taken that L and just not re-release it. Like, I know there was demand, and if your customers are demanding something, that you should give it to them. But it just does not stand up to the quality of the other linear holos, and that's what, like, I think it's a pretty polish on its own, but comparatively to the other linear holos, bitch, she doesn't stand a chance. Now, I know that's a pretty, like, egregious, weird criticism to have, just saying, well, you shouldn't sell this polish because it doesn't stand up. It's pretty, and I feel like a lot of first-time buyers are going to buy it and then be disappointed. And I don't know, I think it's pretty. I wear it every Halloween for my candy corn gradient, but I just don't think it stands up to the quality of the other ones. Hi, Editing Linry here. I got very lost in the sauce while recording this video. It's over an hour long, and at some point I just started going off on crazy tangents that made no sense, and I've been 4 days now. 4 days now I've been trying to edit myself to make fucking sense, and I'm gone, I'm lost. This is a video of insanity. So I'm just gonna put out a concise list on if I recommend certain formulas from HoloTaco or if I don't, and hopefully this saves me some sanity. If this video doesn't go up on Friday, I'm just crying somewhere. Normal response. So let's get going. I have a list and we're sticking to it. Linry, stick to it, okay? Stop going off on tangents. I'm very upset, and I'm freshly out of the shower. My list. All right. HoloTaco's multi-chrome formula. I don't really recommend it. I think personally that a multi-chrome is a multi-chrome is a multi-chrome. It doesn't really matter where you get it from unless you're very particular about the bottle. I would suggest Island P's multi-chromes as they tend to be $1 to $2 cheaper. I find that Island P has a similar quality level to HoloTaco. Done. HoloTaco's Chrome collection. Now, this collection I don't regret purchasing. If I had to go back, I wouldn't repurchase the entire thing. But it is one of my most used HoloTaco collections. So as you can see on my hand right now, I have popped a peely. And when I pop peely and I don't want to paint my nails that very moment, I just use the Chrome collection and boom, paint over it. So easy, so simple. It dries so quickly. It's very lovely. I would never repurchase the gold color again. I think it's kind of ugly. I don't think it's gold. I recommend Aqua Foil. That one's very pretty. HoloTaco's glitter formula. 10 out of 10. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's everything I want. I believe I'm going to keep the clip in that I say that it thickens up real quick. They thicken up real quick. You'll want some thinner. The magnetic collection, I'll probably keep that clip in as well. The magnetics smell like fish, low tide, real weird. Don't understand why. And they don't magnetize very strongly. They also stain like a bitch. So I don't regret purchasing my magnetic collections. I enjoy them. I like the colors. But if you're looking for magnetics, I probably wouldn't go with HoloTacos. I have not yet gotten the birthday collection of those magnetics. I'll probably post a review once those arrive to see if I recommend those magnetics. But HoloTaco's magnetics, I wouldn't recommend them as magnetics. The light mode collection. It shouldn't have been marketed as a multi-chrome collection. It's a shimmer collection. Some of the polishes have multi-chrome facets to them, but they're just not so super apparent that I would recommend them as a multi-chrome. I do recommend them as a shimmer. They are stunning. They are so unbelievably pretty. I can't get over it, and I just want a yellow from this with like a green shimmer running through. Please, HoloTaco, I know it won't sell well, but just give me yellow in this formula. Like, they are some of my favorite pretty polishes to wear from HoloTaco. The light mode collection is just stunning. Not a multi-chrome though. The linear HoloTaco formula is my holy grail. It is stunning. I'm gonna keep my rant about featured guest in this, as I think it is a mistake that HoloTaco re-released it, but the linear HoloTaco formula is 10 out of 10. I've never regretted one. It is beautiful. If you're gonna buy something from HoloTaco, it has to be a linear holo. The crushed holo, literally, my paper just says, need more colors, please, too pretty. In all capitalized letters. The crushed HoloTaco formula is stunning. It's beautiful. I need more colors. Give me a rainbow, HoloTaco. I'm waiting. They're stunning. They're beautiful. What more can I say? That coffee collection? The metallics. Again, it just says, love, need more. All capitalized letters. The frosted metallic collection is some of my favorite HoloTaco finishes. Favorite sister? I love stunning. You top that off with gift receipts and you've got this beautiful candy cane manicure. Stunning. Stunning. So beautiful, so pretty. The HoloTaco jelly formula, I love that. I actually really enjoyed it. I loved how bright they were, and I can't wait to see what more finishes HoloTaco will release in a jelly formula. I am very disappointed that they are limited edition, but I think they're still on the website, so if you've been thinking about it, you know, maybe they'll go on sale for Black Friday, who knows, but I would suggest at least picking up the orange one. Box office bomb. Stop. If you haven't seen my review of that, that was actually my first video. I suggest actually not going back and watching that. It was probably terrible. But yeah, this was Editing Linry. Back to Linry who filmed like 5 fucking days ago. But overall, I fully enjoy my HoloTaco polishes. I have purchased from them in the past, and I will continue to do so in the future. But yeah, that was my thoughts and feelings on HoloTaco as a brand. What do you think of HoloTaco? Have you purchased from them before? Or are you planning to? Or are you just like, nah, way too rich for my blood? I had that feeling too. I hope you enjoyed my video. Bye! This video is gonna be all over the fucking place.